And it just dawned on me why I'm so fast. It's the shirt.
What's up, guys? I'm not gonna, normally don't know this, but this is my second take, because my first one I rambled for like 5 minutes because I haven't done this in a while. I'm out of practice, but yeah, I am back at the practice, I'm back at the track. Not much has changed, except, as you guys probably know already, boom! Shout out to Gary Lawson, stepping up with our new, as our new engine sponsor, and we've talked about it internally at Stahl Racing headquarters, mom and dad's house. And we were like, I don't think it's coincidental. First time we run Gary's engine on a non-rainy track, we're getting purple lap after purple lap between Dad and Kacy. Just things you love to see. So huge shout out to Gary. Just phenomenal product he's got out there. Can't wait to use the power myself today, because yes, I am racing today. So I'll be able to try out these new engines that Kacy and Dad have been hyping up so much. Got out here yesterday for just 2 practice sessions before a bunch of rain came by. Felt really good, felt fast, but today's a different day. The track condition is going to be quite a bit different. No rain expected, and what happens on practice day doesn't necessarily translate to the race day. So excited to get back in the kart myself. I'll be at this race, and I'm intending on being at the next one here in a few weeks. After that, I'm not sure, kind of gonna play it by ear by schedule, but I'm back, and then over there is KJ Girl, my dog. So and then I think later on we'll have some of the women joining us, but excited to be back. Should be fun. Wanted to give one more update announcement. Outside of adding Gary Lawson to the crew, I've actually got a new ride. So I didn't take a new kart from Birel this year because I didn't think I was going to be racing much, and I kind of wanted to test a few other chassis. I actually, a couple things have gone our way and not gone our way, but I found a good deal on this kart from another local racer here. Wanted to try it out, so made a purchase. But you'll also see I've got a new number, and that's 85, but it's also BS. So BS bin Stahl, not any other no other abbreviation of that, but it is bin Stahl, for bin Stahl my name, because whenever I'm racing I want it to be for me. Very similar to Ricky Bobby in Talladega Nights. He just slaps ME on it with like a cougar or some jungle cat. I'm very, very similar right now. Whenever I race, it's not for it's not for the politics or for the sponsors or for me, for like Dad and Kacy, or for the vlog. I just want to be out here because I want to be out here, and that's what I'm doing. Is that very stupid, silly thing, but I honestly just thought, oh, we could turn a B and an S to an 8 and a 5. That would be kind of sick. So Kacy did that. But yeah, I'll be trying out a new kart. Got, like I said, 2 sessions in it yesterday. Felt really good, but running pretty stock everything, not making any changes just because of the rain yesterday. So today gonna just hopefully be competitive, and then a few weeks go for a win, as I'm able to actually test a bit more and have time to throw in a different axle or test some of the front end geometry stuff. So very excited, but who knows, I may get ahead of myself and just win today. I'm just a crazy man, so enjoy.
So here we are on a beautiful morning, fantastic day, light breeze, comfortable now. Gonna get a little bit hot, but we'll take it. And I got up this morning and looked at my shirts. I had a Stahl Racing shirt, I had a Birel shirt, but I went with this shirt Lawson Speed Shop, because not only since we started using the engine, but since I started wearing the shirt, I have had a fourth, a fifth, and a third, which is just beyond anything that I've experienced thus far. So I can't not ride the streak, and that's what they say. When you're in Vegas, always ride the streak. So that's what we're trying here today. And so with that in mind, we are at the Ride the Streak of Go-Kart Tracks, Newcastle Motorsports Park.
The morning walk with Dad.
And one of the things that, you know, there's a lot of ups and downs in this sport. Coming off a high of last week and yesterday, I went out for the first practice, didn't even get 2 turns in, and a rookie spun. I hit him, and we bent a bunch of stuff. Bent the frame just a little bit, and so we tried straightening it throughout the day, and I was just terrible in practice. And about the time you get to feeling bad for yourself, we had this wonderful man come over, Martin Peterson from Tennessee, and he comes up and thanks us for our vlogs, and we're fortunate to get that sometimes, and it really means a lot. But in Martin's case, he found it as he was recovering from a stroke, and because of that vlog, that stroke was about 2 years ago, Martin decided to take up go-kart racing, even though at that time he really didn't have much use of his left hand. And long story short, Martin bought a kart, he's gotten into it, and he loves it. But the story of his stroke recovery was just simply inspiring. And here I am worrying about a little bend on the frame, bit kingpin, all these things, and slow lap times afterwards. I was garbage all day. And you hear that story and it's like, I don't have any problems. There's the guy that's inspiring. So Martin Peterson, more power to you. Thanks for the story yesterday, and good luck today. So getting ready to qualify, and you know, coming off last week, you've got confidence, but you're old enough to be humble and know. And the one thing that I've been worried about is, can I do it consistently? And I found out today that I'm not. I mean, I'm in practice times, I'm running about 8th, and I'm a good second off the pace of 5th. And it's car's feeling good, the power is there, the driver is not right now. Just on a couple of turns, I'm just not consistent. And not only that, it's lap to lap. Last week I'm able to run every corner, and they weren't all outstanding, but they were all good enough to keep me right there. And today that's just not quite the case, enough so that I'm kind of in between gears in what I want to do in that regard, almost go up, I think, to compensate for some of those mistakes I'm making. So consistency's tough is what I'm saying. Jayman. So here we go, starting 8th out of 12. Didn't really have a good qualifying run. There was a section of this track, I've run it before, and this weekend it just consistently caused me problems. Not a good start here, didn't stay on Mark's bumper, so I go from 8th, and there's Rob to my inside, and he was running pretty good that weekend, and so I fall back to 9th, and just disappointed in a couple of sections. Right here is one of them. I'm following Rob down the hill, and then going through this section, I'm able to pull in on Rob, make a look inside, and not able to make the pass. I love racing with Rob. He won't give you a nickel on the track, and I like that, but he races you clean. And right there he had a problem, dropped a wheel, and I was able to get back to 8th, and from there on just trying to chase down that group in front of me. But the pace wasn't what it should have been. I think looking back, I wasn't smooth like I had been when I had been you know, running with the top group. Here we get into the back part of the super heavy class, and I'm really trying to get up there to them. I think I had closed the gap a little bit, and so coming off that turn, I'm able to make one pass. I really wanted to do it right here, but wasn't able to, and so able to have a pretty good cell phone tower and a run here. Didn't want to lose my momentum, kicked out a little bit wider than I should have, but kept the momentum and was able to get by on the inside there. So you know, made fairly decent work out of them, but finished 8th. It was a weekend where I wish I had over again, because you don't get too many of them, and I just should have been better, and I wasn't. And a lot of it, most of it was just flat out not driving.
Qualifying's over and it went awesome. I got second. Congrats to Josh, who got pole, got me by 200ths, and I am thrilled with my time. And like, just that kart, just everything about it is just phenomenal. And I ran that time without the draft, so I'm really happy. You know, I'm sitting here happy about my qualifying effort, and it just dawned on me why I'm so fast. It's a shirt. Got this from Sarah and Finley for Father's Day. Love this shirt.
All right, so looks like I started 7th up to 28 here. First trip in the new kart. Man, I felt good all weekend. I think that's just that was the thing. In practice the day before, felt really good. Didn't get the qualifying run that I wanted to, but felt really good here. And I'll tell you, this race was intense. I just remember that the entire time, like it was just so back and forth. So, I mean, it wasn't the most stacked field I've ever been in by a long shot, but it was among the most competitive, just from those first probably 12 drivers. It seemed like we were always kind of linked up, nose to tail. So Keegan gets by me there. That's the guy I was running with all day yesterday, and who I'm pretty sure is going to be as fast anyway. Same with Eli. Two of the fastest guys you'll find at any track. So I wasn't too thrilled about getting past, but hey, if I'm going to be behind anybody, those guys are good, because they're going to find their way up there. So get on Eli's bumper here, give him a little push, and then it's just kind of, all right, let's see what we can do. Big backup here, 2 guys coming on track, and unfortunately just kind of get the raw end of the deal here. This is Ryan, and he had a little dirt on his tires. I think just got me a little wide. Definitely a bummer. Sent me back to maybe 10th or 11th or so, and that's what sucked, right? Is because I just knew how fast I was, and I got a little over eager there. Opened myself up to Jacob and David back there, but my whole point was, all right, you've lost so many spots for being stupid. You're just going to go forward because you are faster than all these guys. And that was pretty much my mentality, right? Whether it was true or not, happened to be true. But even if it wasn't true, like, that was just where I was like, you've been getting passed because of some unluckiness and just some bad driving, that you're going to do it. And so, Jacob here, definitely probably not thrilled. He's like, help me, because we got to go. And I understand the frustration. I think we were both in the same boat. We were both very fast and felt like we should be up there. So we were, going side by side here, and then get a little run, peek to the inside, was able to complete the pass. And I was pissed. I do remember whenever I smacked my helmet there, I remember being so pissed in that moment. Like, what are we doing here, guys? I'm faster than all these guys. Push me. So, a lap later, we do catch up again. Guys side by side everywhere. It felt like just a crazy race to kind of get reintroduced to the class. First time back in the kart in a while, and it was a doozy. Especially right here, I think we go 3 wide. Jacob, again, same spot as me. He was like, I'm back here and I'm way faster than these guys. So Jacob and I were on the same page, but we were also just, looking out for our own interests. So 3 wide through there, through the cell tower. Jacob links up with me. Believe it or not, that 15 right there, Landon actually started on pole, and he's back to 12th or 13th now, whatever that is. So that's just crazy to show you how competitive it was, and how if you just got unlucky, you kind of got sent back. And this is where Brennan and I really began our ascension, right? So he's the front guy there in front of me, the 507, and I was just like, I'm gonna stay locked on you. A couple people, you know, get to the wayside there, crazy wreck in the middle of the straightaway, not good to see. But Brennan and I get by, and we're just like, all right, cool, we're gonna go. So we get by Keegan here, and it was pretty much just game on. You can see Jacob, and this was actually very funny. Jacob and Keegan on the inside, and you can't see it because the camera's facing the front right now, but this entire time I was like, come on, come on. I was literally like waving Jacob. I was like, come on, give me a push. We're gonna win this battle. I literally, like, in my mind, I was like kind of playing, like playfully saying that. Sure enough, we do actually wind up winning this battle. I kind of pulled the same move that I did on Jacob to get ahead of Keegan there. So Brennan and I have a little bit of you know, opening to catch the third and fourth people, which is what we ultimately did there. Brennan gets by them both in that corner, and so I get behind Addison here, past Brennan back, puts me in fourth spot. So the two leaders are way out. Eli and Ryan have checked out, unfortunately, and I'm doing everything I can to kind of push Addison to get up there. Brennan tries to move here, doesn't quite work. He gets a bump from Keegan, though, to keep his hopes alive. He wants to throw it in. Not able to complete the pass, though. Addison and I keep that momentum on the outside here. So here's the thing. Addison, phenomenal driver. She, first year in her senior here. I think just on this day I was probably a little bit quicker than her, and I was a little bit too content to sit back and just push her. Obviously I pay for that, right? Keegan gets by me because we're all kind of bundled up now, and then Keegan tries to go. I try to follow, but again, not going to try to take her out or anything. Don't get that draft or anything. I accidentally hit the 21 there. I coming out, I didn't know he was behind Addison right there, and so I just barely touched tires with him. Jacob on the outside, you know, he's fast as they can be. He's coming back. He's hungry. I think Brennan's back there somewhere as well. So Keegan was able to get by Addison. I wasn't quite able to. In that turn right there, it always seemed like she just kind of didn't have it coming out of green, and those guys had a great run because I kind of avoid her, and so they have a good run also coming out here, a little draft. But so I'm like waving Brennan. I'm like, go, you go ahead. I'll just push you again, right? We worked well together. But then he pulled over, and I got that sucked up to that draft real quick. So that was great. And then, you know, again, I think fell back to 12th or something like that. And then here we are in 6th spot, looking to make a pass on the people in 3rd and 4th. We do get by Addison here, and I kind of get screwed a little bit. I go wide to give her space so that I'm not just cutting her off, and then I'm pointing at the track. I was like, you saw that, like, I got kind of shoved off there. And I know right in the comments you're going to be like, well, you know, you shouldn't be sticking around on the outside. I don't disagree. Next time I'm just going to be the jerk and pinch her, so she's got to run over the curb or whatever. I was trying to give her some space, but again, haven't been racing in a while, kind of forget the things you got to do. So Addison, you know, didn't give me a ton of space. I'm sure in her mind that's a valid move. I'm not denigrating or anything. Just cost me some spots here, and then getting back on track up to speed, lost some of these last couple spots as well, and ultimately finished in 8th place here. So, you know, fun race to be back. Had a couple things that didn't go my way though.
You look weird with your legs out like that.
Well, if you're filming, I'll look good.
Okay, thanks.
Rolling off in 2nd here, go into the tram lines down this main straight, and sitting in 2nd, my cue is Josh's foot, which is right there, but I did not get a great start. They've got a real good push going on there, and my side, we just did not do as good. And so here, little squabble with Nicholas there, but end up settling out and fall right behind Josh here, and he's going to give the universal sign of push me, which is that right there, the backwards tap, and that's what we did for a while. But there was a number of karts behind me, and I felt like they were starting to take peeks at me. Actually, yeah, here's a good example. I looked one way, thought he didn't know he was there. Sorry about that, Riley. But I felt like they were starting to take looks on me, and that confirmed it. And so I felt like I needed to move to the lead. And so you're going to see here, I take a little peek at Josh, but decide it's not the time. and thought I'd try my hand again down this main straight. And so now I've got a push from behind, and right there you can see it, the difference is pretty significant. And that sends me right by Josh, and then I take the lead. As it turns out, they had the same idea I did, so they wanted to lead. So here's Jacob getting pushed by Josh on by me. And right here, I felt like I just gave in that spot a little too easily. I didn't set myself up for the over-under. That's what I regretted doing. He had the position, but I felt like I could have done an over-under on him, but I did not. And I think that sealed my fate. Right here, riding in third, Riley makes a move deep in there, makes it stick, but kind of hurts his momentum, and I'm going to be able to go on by him on the outside here. But the unfortunate thing for me was that just took me out of their draft, that little battle, and I could never catch back up to him. And so I felt like I had something for the front two, but just didn't get to actually see, and ended up finishing in third. But kart was fast, driver was okay, so it was a good day.
Hey guys, Ben and Kacy here, wrapping up the day for you. Dad, 8th place, Ben, 8th place, Kacy, 3rd place. Probably the best 8th place finish you'll ever see out of anybody in the history of the world was me today. Maybe the most competitive race I've ever been in. Not necessarily the best competition, although it was a stacked field today, but just back and forth, grind all day. Kacy's out there in the softball league, getting a podium.
Yeah.
Where's your medal at?
Oh, it's in my pocket.
Ashamed to wear it?
No, yeah, I'm just disappointed, guys. I'm not saying I could have won that race, but I wanted a chance, and it was just not to be.
Must be so hard getting taken out and still finishing 3rd.
Not taken out, no, just out of contention.
Yeah.
It's a good day to be disappointed by 3rd.
Big shout out to Ryan. Back-to-back wins, man, looking dangerous.
Yeah, and Josh.
And Conley, yeah. Doubled up in light and sportsman today. So the field's getting, all the heavyweight hitters, man, are starting to, go down the lineup chart a little bit. We got some new blood coming up. And Ben, coming back, flexing his muscles. Yeah, it was an 8th place finish, but I think that's what I was talking to somebody about. I was like, people who were out there on track, they kind of knew who was fast and who wasn't fast. And there were a couple people that were just legitimately fast today. I'd like to think I was part of that, but just a couple things didn't go my way. It was a lot of fun though. First time I think I've come off just all smiles after the race. It was a good feeling. Ton of fun. So looking to come back in 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just glad with that time off, you really came back humble.
Yeah. Well,
that's refreshing.
So it's so funny. Off the camera, I don't talk. I'm very humble, very like, yeah, I'll do whatever. But on the camera, I've got to be something, because you think this guy's gonna be freaking Finley. Anyway,
you want to say
we're all done. Yeah, Finley, can you say like, share, and subscribe for me? No? You want me to say it? Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Anything else? That's it. Like, share, and subscribe. Click those ads. Bring that nugget back.
It's you.